Atmas and Namaskaram to my Atma Guru. Under whose instruction today we are going to discuss about God's third commandment. So, every person takes birth to release their karmas and attain Jivan Mukti. That is the ultimate objective of every human birth. But this release of karma can take place only if one fulfills their duty to the micro family in which they are born and to the macro world family in which they are living. That is Vasudeva Kutumbakam. How one can fulfill the duty to the macro family? Today, we are going to discuss as given by God in His third commandment. He says one can individually fulfill their social responsibility under individual social responsibility. Similarly, business community, corporates, small business people, everybody, they can do under corporate social responsibility. And the government, who are looking after the entire welfare of the people, they have to fulfill their government social responsibility. So these are, of course, corporate social responsibility or government social responsibility. That is also done by individuals only who are running the companies or are running the government. The government is run by people only. So they fulfill their individual social responsibility through the government, through the position they occupy. So individuals, if you see how they can fulfill is, well, individual may be employed in a private organization, in a government organization, in police department, in media, in whatever avocation he is there. One is they can fulfill in their own avocation itself. For instance, the government servants they can fulfill by doing their duty to the public wholeheartedly without expecting any bribe or involving in corruption. Similarly, media people they can do their service by bringing the right message, right information to the public, especially about the various government schemes, instead of writing about unnecessary vulgar things for TRP. They should focus on what will benefit the public. Like if their roads are bad, or if there is any lacuna in the amenities what is being provided in various areas, this they can highlight to the government for them to implement it. Similarly, they can highlight various government schemes for the benefit of people. So media has got a great responsibility in bringing right information to the public and also to make the government to identify the lacuna in where they are, whatever lacuna in the system, they can bring it to the knowledge so that it can be implemented. So government servants, they have to fulfill their duties without taking any bribe. And private people, company people working in private organizations, what they can do? Even government people, even media, even all the people also. Usually, in our WhatsApp group, we have 256 people, one can form a group. So, like that, in every person have got their friends, relatives in India and abroad. So, they can form a group of all the people in India and abroad among their friends and relatives. And this group, the objective of this group is to see that whatever they earn, a limited portion of their earning every month, a small part, say for instance, whatever salary they are drawing, in that at least 1% or 5%, whatever the money, they have to separately keep and pull it in all these people, they have to form a trust and pull it every monthly a small savings amount for the social cause. These funds they have to use for providing education, health or employment needs of the poor and needy slum people or tribal people or remote villages people who are not having the basic necessities. They can identify and fulfill, or they can identify the NGOs who are serving there and go and meet them and see what they are providing service, and they can support them. For education, employment, health, this is the three areas where by Japan, even after Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they focused on these three and became a developed nation in a 40 years period. Similarly, if we individually contribute our part in providing the basic education, health and employment of the poor and needy in our society, we can also build our nation into a developed nation. That is individually what you can contribute in a small way. You can do directly from your trust, or you can identify a proper implementing agency, that is NGOs, who are doing the remote villages, have meet them, see them what they are doing for the society in their area, and support them through your funds mobilized from other friends and circle. Corporate social responsibility also they can do on their own or through some NGOs. What they can focus is on a higher level. In providing governments, for government schools, they can construct additional building, additional classrooms, laboratory facilities, smart classes, and then, so that students in the government remote villages they get a high quality education of international standards like any private school. Education they can focus interpersonal relationship, personal development training, spoken English classes, and coaching for competitive examination. Like this, they can give. Similarly, for employment point of view, they can train the youth in. They can start a center where they can provide free coaching for job job-oriented exam like UPSC, TNPSC, bank exams, staff selection, railway service commission. So various places where they can get job, they can give training, coaching freely, so that these people get the job. Similarly, the youth they can train them in the field of their choice, like sports, games. If the people are interested in cricket, football, whatever areas are in the games like javelin throw high jump like that, they can give training and make them to conduct sponsorship tournaments throughout the at the regional level, state level, national level, so that they can identify the right talents in the youth and shape them to have the career of their choice in the sports and games. Similarly, dance, cultures, also people who are interested. The super singer provides an opportunity for many singers to get a job to sing. Like that, many people are earning. Similarly, we can conduct competitions, we can conduct programs for singers, dancers, musicians, so that they can have their livelihood. This is what corporate social responsibility can focus, and they also can focus in constructing small clinics. They can employ doctors to provide free medical treatment for people, poor people, and get the medicines on a sponsorship basis and provide free medicines to the poor people in various slums and remote villages, where they can support the needy people with the proper health support. And government social responsibility, this third important point, and God has given this very important 10-point charter. So what is the 10-point charter is? Education for all, employment for all, health for all, food for all, house for all. Then they are given political social responsibility, political reformation, election reformation, tax reformation, judicial reformation. So like that, God has given very many things. What are these reformations? What are all these water for all, food for all these things we will see one by one in each session. But this is very important area which we all people have to raise our voice to the government to implement it to make our nation into a developed nation. And in that raising the voice, we have to also request the opposition people and the media people to communicate this message to the government at state and at central level so that these programs can be implemented. The 10-point charter. So this has to be implemented for the benefit of the people to shape our nation into a developed nation. So what are these 10-point charter? We will see one by one each day. And this is the God's third commandment. If all the people individually, corporate level, people individuals working in corporates, individuals working in government, so if they do wholeheartedly their duty, especially people in government and political level, they are the most blessed people because they got an opportunity to directly serve the people. Serving the people means serving the God. And if they do it wholeheartedly, without any corruption, without any bribery, with total dedication to provide service to the people, And by seeing God in each and every person, they attain mukti, just like Mahatma, who didn't expect anything from people, anything from government. So like that, each and every person with total patriotism, if they do service, especially among the politicians. Today, had they been so, by the 70th year, we would have become a developed nation. But if they misuse the power, if they exploit the people, so that accumulate bad karma for them. But if they do good things, if they use their power and position for the good of the people, that gives punya for them and they can attain moksha in this life itself. But if they misuse it and they accumulate bad karma and in the next life they go to the bottom of the Paramapadam. Like that, one has to realize it may not be seen on the face because Atma cannot be seen. Similarly, our karmas also and its effect also cannot be seen. Today, people think they are in position they can enjoy, but its effects, whatever negatively they exploit it and see for the benefit of themselves or their family. Its karmic factor will have an impact in this life itself or in the next generation, in the next life cycle, for themselves and also to their family. So let us realize that each and everyone has come to this world to release their karma by fulfilling their duties honestly, diligently, without harming anybody, without exploiting anybody, without taking bribery, without involving any corruption, without any cunning, crooked nature. So let us all do our duty perfectly with total dedication and offer it to Him, God, by which we release our karmas and attain moksha. And at the same time, when we all join together and raise our voice to fulfill our duties to the society, to the macro family, as a Vasudeva Kutumbakam. We all have to join as a one world family members. And we all should extend our helping hand to our family members, world family members, so that the poor and needy people in the entire world, if the hand is cut on and they've been brought up, then there will be a real social change. Then there will be economic growth among the people, among the countries throughout the world that brings real peace in the world and that eradicate the terrorism and there will be absolute peace everywhere to individuals under the world. So let us all join together and do this duty in the God's third commandment and see that we bring peace to ourselves, peace to the society, peace to the world, as time to release our karmas and move in the path of Jivan Mukti. Thank you.